Hey, what's going on, everybody? Now, I frequently get asked what are the best players to use for head to head. I'm going to discuss how I build my team, but I do want to start by saying building your team all depends on your play style. So, my play style might not necessarily work for you, but this is what I prefer to use, and this is what I've been using since NBA 2K Mobile Season 2. Usually, for my guards, I like to choose guards that are taller, that are more agile, that can hit the mid-range shot and the three-point shot, or that can get to the hole when they need to get past their defenders, right? Because sometimes the defenders in head-to-head are really solid. So you need somebody that can get that layup if necessary, or it can at least penetrate and pass out to the open shooter. For this team here, everybody on this team can shoot and can hit the open shot, right? That's something that's super important. So I feel like for tall guards, LaMelo Ball and Tracy McGrady are pretty solid. But if you don't have those choices, cool thing about this game is there are a lot of good players included. So like for the point guards, you can use Luka as well, Cade Cunningham, Magic Johnson. Those are like your tall guards, even Ben Simmons, but I think Ben Simmons doesn't have a high rarity in this game. If you want a point guard that can slash to the rim and has a decent mid-range, Derrick Rose is good for you. And if you want three-point shooters that can score over almost anybody, then you're gonna definitely choose Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving. Like those guards are so good. Even Chris Paul is pretty solid as well. So you see there's a lot of good choices in this game. It all depends on your style. Now for the shooting guards, you can either use McGrady or Kobe Bryant. Those are my favorite shooting guards to use in this game because I think they could do a little bit of everything. MJ's pretty solid too, but that three-point shot is a little too inconsistent. Same thing with Dwayne Wade, right? So Wade and Jordan are explosive to the rim, and they're very good players. Bradley Beal has a very smooth release. Devin Booker as well. Now James Harden is also a really good choice. He has the height. Dribbling is insane in this game. He can hit the open green lights. So Harden's a good choice too. For small forwards, I don't know how many players in the game actually come close to how good Kevin Durant is as far as gameplay. He is a bucket getter. So smooth, sweet release, insane dribble package as well. Grant Hill's pretty solid. Vince Carter as well. Jason Tatum. LeBron is the most complete small forward in this game. Kawhi Leonard is pretty smooth as well, but he's one of the harder players to get in this game, I'll be honest. And then for power forward, I really like using Anthony Davis. I go back and forth, honestly, between him and Giannis, because Giannis is so dominant. He's such a beast in this game. But because this team here, I really needed to have stretch bigs, I decided to go with Anthony Davis. You can also use Chris Webber. He's pretty good too. Or Kristaps Porzingis, who was really like one of the GOATs the last couple of seasons because of his height. He can get those block shots. Zion is pretty good too. Pretty explosive to the rim. KG is really solid, silky smooth with that mid-range shot. Pretty fast in the game. So like there's a lot of good choices. And of course, Tim Duncan. And then last but not least for center, I like to go with Karl Anthony Towns. Really good post scorer. Decent playmaker. Can hit the three-point shot. You can see he's got a 5 and 3-point shot. He's a good stretch center. If you don't want to use Karl Anthony Towns and you want a playmaking center still, Arvydas Sabonis is pretty solid. If you want a shot blocker center who's just going to get putbacks and blocks, Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain. Other dominant centers will be Joel Embiid and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They're really good in the paint, and they both have really good mid-range shots. I like Shaquille O'Neal a lot. The fact that he has no jump shot is a big reason why I don't use him, but he is really good on the offensive glass, defensive rebounds, and the putbacks. DeAndre Ayton is another good center, very underrated gem in this game. Jokic as well. And if there was a better version of Hakeem Olajuwon, that might be my choice to use. I love using Hakeem the Dream in this game. So once you figure out the play style and the players you want on your team, it's very important to pay attention to the shoes that you wear and the mentors that you have. Now, if you're newer players, you might not have mentors or you'll have like very basic ones. It's totally okay, right? Because they still have an attribute that can probably help you out. The shoes, I like to focus on putting on shoes that will work best for the type of play style I'm having. So I need LaMelo Ball to be an inside threat, an outside threat, and I also want him to be able to get to the lane with layups and dunks. So that's why this build is focused on the mid-range, layups and dunks, and three-point shot, right? We could have used different mentors. Like I have a Chris Paul mentor that has higher power. For head-to-head, honestly, the power is not as important. You want to pay attention more to the stats of the player. And if you got a higher rarity version of a player, I would go with that. So if you don't have a high rarity LaMelo Ball, but you have a higher rarity Stephen Curry or Magic Johnson, for example, go with those, right? As long as they fit your playstyle. For McGrady, I wanted to focus on playmaking for my guards. I need my guards to run up and down the court. They're usually the ones that are going to get the steals, and I want them to get their fast break dunks. And it's very important that your guards have a good mid-range shot and can hit a three-pointer. They need to be able to get that catch and shoot. And of course, McGrady is a decent defender and a decent rebounder. Kevin Durant, kind of went into him earlier, so you know I need him to get buckets. This is my scorer. Most of my offense is going to go through KD. I need his three-point shot to be as high as possible, so that's why we threw on the Curry 6. And we threw on the Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant mentor from last season, which also brings up his mid-range. Anthony Davis, he's going to be my offensive putback king, my corner specialist. Him also to be agile, right? He needs to be able to grab a lot of offensive rebounds and quickly pass it out, or be able to do a putback dunk. So I'm focusing on his agility and his playmaking. Plus, I'll be honest, I just got these epic shoes and I do want to grind them out, and head-to-head's a good way to get gear points for your players. So I don't know what the other two attributes are, but hopefully they make sense for this build. If not, I'll switch him out and bring up his mid-range and his layups and dunks. Karl Anthony Towns, I need him to be a post scorer, so that is why I focus on that. So we brought up post scoring, and I want him to get putbacks and easy layups, so I'm focused on that as well. That's how I go about building out my team, but remember, it all depends on your play style. If your play style is different than mine, use players that work for you, but make sure that the entire team works together, right? Team synergy is important, and using the right gear and the right mentors for your playstyle is important as well. If you do appreciate this content, I hope you share with anybody who's looking to play NBA 2K Mobile, learn the game, or is looking to build out better squads for them. Definitely slap the like button and share with anybody who is into NBA 2K Mobile and who's trying to figure out how to build out the best team for themselves. Appreciate all the support everyone's showing on the channel. Catch everyone in the next one. Peace out.